Good morning. My name is Yiqing from University Malaysia, Sabah. This presentation is joint work with Dr. Dinky Jan C. Simon from the Academy of Arts and Creative Technology, University Malaysia, Sabah. Today, I will present from singing to playing, designing Sompoton learning materials for children. This project focuses on Sompoton, a traditional bamboo mouth organ in Sabah, and how we designed developmentally sequenced, culturally grounded beginner materials for children. I will briefly cover 5 parts: the context and problem, the core singing to playing approach, our methodology, how the materials were designed, and key observations, implications, and the next step. Sompoton is traditionally learned through informal oral transmission and is often performed by adults as a solo instrument. However, younger generations now have fewer opportunities to learn it. In classroom context, beginners face 3 challenges: limited structured materials, non-standardized fingering or notation, and the need to coordinate airflow control with finger movement, which increase cognitive load. Our goal is to design a classroom-friendly pathway that still respects oral learning traditions. Our key design is a singing to playing sequence. Learners first listen and sing to internalize pitch, direction, melodic contour, and pulse. Next, movement activities stabilize beat, short breath, and finger drills build technique. Only then do learners transfer some motifs onto Sompoton and play the full song. The follow is listen, sing, move, breathe. Motif transfer, play song. This follows sound before symbol. Build oral and embodied. Understanding first, then introduce simplified visuals as support. We use a qualitative fieldwork-based development approach. Fieldwork documented key techniques, especially blowing and sucking airflow with finger coordination. We selected children's songs with melodic simplicity and limited range for singing-based preparation. Before working with children, we ran preliminary trials with UMS and graduate music students to check clarity, playability, and sequence using observations, informal feedback, and reflective notes. Pitch contents is sequenced using a restricted pentatonic framework aligned with vocal comfort and Sompoton tuning. Early lessons focus on small tone sets like mi, sol, la to reduce overload and stabilize accuracy. Rhythm learning is preparatory. Learners experience long, short constructs through singing and movements first, then learn ta and titi to label patterns they already understand. We integrated embodied strategies, finger play, rhythm, and a fingering song, 1、2、3，好朋友, that use numbers and gestures to cue finger placement, bridge, exercise map some motives to specific fingering and airflow action step by step. This supports reduce hesitation and strengthen early breath-finger coordination. For example, 1、2、1、2，拉拉手；1、3、1、3，点点头；2、3、2、3，一起走；1、2、3是好朋友；1、2、1、2。1、3、1、3，2、3、2、3，1、2、3是。Using 环词妈妈 learning sing phrase by phrase with gestures to stabilize contour and pitch. The song stays within mi, so, la for accessibility. Rhythm features ta, ti, ti. Learners experience it through movements before naming. When transferring to Sompoton, start with repeated patterns like so, so to focus on breath and finger placement. Then add short motifs supported by C connotation as a visual scaffold. Let's watch the a video.
环子环子妈妈，请你出来刷刷，左地左地叫叫，起地起地妈妈。环子环子妈妈，环子环子妈妈，请你出来刷刷，请你出来刷刷，左地左地叫叫，左地左地叫叫，起地起地妈妈，起地起地妈妈。好，黄是黄是妈妈，请你出来刷刷，左地左地叫叫，起地起地妈妈。黄子黄子，请你出来，左地左地，起地起地。
We observe that singing supports pitch recognition and melodic memory before playing. Preparatory rhythm work clarifies patterns like ta, ti, ti, finger play, and gesture cues improve early fingering coordination and reduce hesitation. Overall, learners play with greater accuracy and confidence when instrumental tasks come after vocal and rhythmic familiarity. This approach structures oral learning strengths, listening, singing, imitation, embodied engagement into a classroom-friendly progression. Stick notation does not replace oral transmission. It scaffolds patterns already internalized. The pathway is teacher-friendly. Singing offers a shared starting point even when instrumental expertise varies. The framework may be transferable to other orally transmitted instruments lacking standardized beginner resource. In conclusion, we designed and piloted beginner Sompoton materials for children using a singing to playing sequence supported by restricted pitch set. Preparatory rhythm learning embodies strategies and segmentation scaffolding. Next, we will run longer classroom trials and children document outcomes more systematically, expand and refine the repertoire sequence, and address tuning, variability, and teacher support to strengthen scalability and sustainability. Thank you for listening. I welcome questions and comments.